The myth that social media fame means real happiness has become extremely popular in the modern digital age because millions of people constantly see influencers, celebrities, content creators, and viral personalities showing luxurious lifestyles, smiling photos, expensive vacations, perfect relationships, and massive fan followings online, which creates the impression that becoming famous on social media automatically leads to a happy and perfect life. But the reality is far more complicated because online fame often shows only carefully edited highlights rather than the full truth of someone's emotional life. And many people who appear successful and happy on the internet still struggle with loneliness, anxiety, depression, pressure, insecurity, stress, and emotional exhaustion behind the scenes. Because happiness is a deep psychological and emotional experience that cannot be guaranteed simply through followers, likes, views, or online popularity. And one reason this myth spreads so widely is because social media platforms are designed to reward attention, validation, and engagement, making users associate popularity with success and emotional fulfillment. But the brain's excitement from likes and viral attention is usually temporary because dopamine-based rewards fade quickly, causing many creators to constantly chase more views, more followers, and more approval without ever feeling fully satisfied. And this creates a cycle where self-worth becomes connected to internet validation instead of genuine personal peace, relationships, purpose, and emotional stability. And another important reality is that social media fame often comes with enormous pressure because influencers are constantly judged, criticized, compared, and watched by millions of strangers online, meaning one mistake, controversy, or unpopular opinion can trigger hate, trolling, cancellation, or public humiliation within hours, which creates intense mental stress and emotional pressure that many ordinary viewers never see behind the glamorous content. And many famous creators admit that maintaining an online image becomes emotionally exhausting because they feel forced to appear happy, successful, attractive, and entertaining even during difficult moments in real life. And this pressure can damage mental health over time because humans naturally need privacy, rest, emotional honesty, and real human connection rather than constant performance for audiences. And another reason the myth feels believable is because people compare their normal, everyday lives to the edited highlights of others online, forgetting that social media usually hides failure, sadness, loneliness, insecurity, arguments, financial struggles, and emotional pain, meaning viewers see polished versions of reality instead of complete truth. And algorithms further increase this illusion because platforms visually exciting, emotional, and aspirational content that keeps users engaged longer, making fame appear more glamorous and fulfilling than it actually is. And studies have shown that excessive social media use can sometimes increase anxiety, comparison, low self-esteem, and feelings of inadequacy because users constantly measure their lives against unrealistic online standards. And even creators themselves can become trapped in unhealthy comparison with bigger influencers or viral competitors, meaning fame does not automatically remove insecurity or emotional struggles. And another important point is that real happiness usually comes from deeper factors, such as meaningful relationships, emotional support, physical health, personal growth, stability, purpose, self-acceptance, inner peace, and genuine connection with others, none of which can be fully replaced by internet attention, because followers may admire someone online without truly knowing or emotionally supporting them in real life. And many influencers eventually discover that millions of views do not always cure loneliness or provide lasting fulfillment. And there are countless examples of celebrities and internet stars who publicly struggled with mental health despite enormous fame and success, proving that popularity and happiness are not the same thing. And another hidden problem of social media fame is the loss of privacy, because famous creators often experience stalking, harassment, fake rumors, public judgment, and constant pressure to stay relevant, which can make ordinary life feel stressful and emotionally draining. And the fear of losing fame itself can become psychologically exhausting because internet popularity changes extremely fast, meaning creators may constantly worry about declining views, changing algorithms, or becoming forgotten online. And this creates emotional instability where happiness depends too heavily on audience reactions rather than internal peace. And while social media fame can certainly bring opportunities, money, influence, creativity, and exciting experiences, it does not automatically guarantee emotional well-being because happiness is much more complex than digital popularity. And many people with small social circles but strong relationships, healthy lifestyles, meaningful goals, and emotional balance may actually feel happier than globally famous influencers, constantly living under pressure. And ultimately the statement, social media fame means real happiness, is mostly a myth because online popularity may provide temporary excitement, attention, and success. But true happiness usually comes from real human connection, emotional health, self-worth, balance, and purpose rather than internet validation alone.